welcome to MeMe's Kitchen. Well, y'all, it's just another wonderful day, and I've got cooking on my mind. Like I don't have anything else on my mind. But anyway, that is something that I love to do. So get your cookbook out, because today we're going to make something in the cookbook. Turn to page 70, and we're going to make a blueberry pie. Now here, I don't know about your area, but blueberries are in season. And so we were lucky enough that somebody gave my daughter some blueberries. So this is going to be very inexpensive for us. So we will start out today. I am using a refrigerated pie crust. Now if you want to make your own, that's fine. But this comes right in the refrigerated section. And there are 2 pie crusts in here. And this is what they look like. So we will be using 2 today. So got that there. And then this is a little parchment sheet. Now y'all, this is a neat little thing. These come pre-cut. So it's easy to deal with, and that's the size that it is, which is just perfect for putting your pie crust on. So the first thing we're going to do is to put our pie crust in our pie plate. Now y'all, I did put some butter on this so that when I get ready to slice this pie and take it out, that it'll be easy to scoop out. So
you put butter in the dish.
Yeah, I put butter in the dish. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, my videographer has to keep me on track here. I'm gonna leave that there because we're gonna use it again in a minute. Just kind of fit your pie crust into your plate. Make sure you got all your little bubbles out. And you don't have to prick it or anything, because y'all, we are going to put the blueberries right in there. I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is to rinse our blueberries. Now, I have already tasted these blueberries, and it's very important for you to do that, because you need to know whether your blueberries are sweet or not, because that will determine how much sugar you put in them. So we're just going to rinse these really good. Oh, y'all, these are beautiful. And so they're nice and fresh. Okay, I've let them drain just a little bit now. You don't want to drain them too much, because we need those blueberries to be wet. So what we're going to do now, this is self-rising flour. Now in the recipe, it says 1 cup. That's not magical. It's just, you just need to have enough to coat all of your blueberries. And so that scoop is about a cup. So we want to coat all of them very good with the flour. See, that's nice and coated. All right, we're going to sit our pie crust over here, and then we're going to just put, y'all, that was probably about a quart and a half maybe of blueberries. You'll just have to kind of judge for yourself. And I'm going to use as many as possible. Okay. Now the flour, we will not use whatever's left in this pan. It will just go in file 13. Okay, I want to show you something. This is the container that the blueberries were in. And so I used 2 of these containers. I want to show y'all a little secret. You see that right there? I use all the same size containers. That way I don't have to worry about lids. You know, you talk about lids and trying to find a lid to match a container. Well, a long time ago, I learned if you use all of your containers the same size, they all use the same lid, oh, it makes life so easy. So if I have to put it in 2 containers, that's okay. I don't have to look for a lid. Okay, now then, we're going to just, that is a cup of sugar. So we're going to sprinkle this cup of sugar into the blueberries. Okay, I'm gonna save just a little bit of it to go on top of it. Okay, now we're going to use our other pie crust. So this is, and y'all, I set this pie crust out usually at least 15 to 20 minutes before I get ready to make my pie. So we'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, that recipe calls for 2/3 of a stick of butter, but you know good and well, I'm not gonna use 2/3 of a stick. So I'm gonna use a stick of butter. So what you do, just cut it in little pieces and put it all over the top of the blueberries. So I'll be doing this and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I used the whole stick of butter. So that, all right, now, I'm gonna show you how I lattice the top of this. Now y'all, you don't have to actually do this, but it does make it pretty. Just depends on where you're taking it. I just take the back side of my knife and I just cut down through there. Okay, y'all. All right, so what I do is I just take my little strips and I kind of press them down on one side. I don't do it on both sides. Leave that there. Put this here. Y'all, this takes a little bit of time, but it does make your pie pretty. So now you could actually just lay your strips across there if you wanted to, but I'm gonna show you. We go make this one lattice. So what we do is we just pull this one up. Pull this one up. Oh, I pulled it off. And then put that right on top of there. Okay, so then when we get ready to do this one, let's see, I'm gonna use a longer one. Pull that one up. We'll start it this way. Y'all, this just makes it pretty. Okay, so we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, all right, now that's just pull that off right there. Just those little pieces. Oh, y'all, isn't that pretty? And so when it bakes, it really will be pretty. All right, now I'm gonna take the rest of this sugar and just kind of lightly sprinkle it over the top. It doesn't say this in the instructions in the book, but I just kind of learned this making this pie through the, I've got my granddaughter's, one of my granddaughter's husbands, this is his favorite pie. And in fact, this is what he requested for his birthday. So now, y'all look how beautiful that is. And when it bakes, it's really going to be pretty. Okay, now what I wanted to show you, I put this on a pan. And what I do is I put tin foil on it both ways. That way, if it bubbles over, which it probably will when you're cooking this many blueberries, and it's hard to know exactly how they're going to cook down. And if you put that tin foil on it, then you don't have to wash your pan. Okay, let's get this in the oven. All right, I'm gonna set my timer on 45 minutes. That's usually about how long it takes it. So, while that's cooking, KK and I are going to work in the shipping department so that we can get some books out to you so that you can be cooking up all these goodies. So we'll be back. Okay, y'all, when I checked this at the end of 45 minutes, it didn't look like it was quite done. So I like for it, and you will see in the instructions, it said that it should bubble. Well, that's definitely bubbling.
So you put it for
Those blueberries were just a little bit firm because they had just been picked. So very, very fresh blueberries. So I cooked it for 5 more minutes. So a total of 50 minutes is what I cooked this for. So that'll give you some idea how to judge yours. All right, we're gonna let this cool. And when it cools, we'll cut it and let you see exactly what it looks like. Okay, y'all. The pie is nice and cool now, and I have cut a piece and fixed some Cool Whip, whip topping on it, and just put a few blueberries on it and got it ready. So that would be a wonderful dessert for you to take anywhere, and you'd be really proud for people to cut that. We make every effort to make these videos as short as possible because I know your time is valuable, and so we honor that. So one of my viewers was watching it with her husband, and I was making something. I can't remember what it was now. And I said, well, you don't need to watch me do all this. It was sort of a repetitive sort of thing. And he said, wow, he said, that's a lady with manners. So I thought that was funny and cute. So I hope that you have a good week coming up. We're all getting ready for the 4th of July celebrations, whatever it is, whether you're with your family on the lake, in the mountains, wherever you are. I hope that you enjoy it on the coast of South Carolina. It's a beautiful place to be. So I hope you enjoy your family and this time as we celebrate the wonderful freedom that we have here in the United States. So on the 4th, we will be videoing, so we'll see you on the 4th. And between now and then, everybody, shine for Jesus.